the 5 LinkedIn content styles that attract buyers in 2025. Specifically, the date is now July 24th, 2025. Why? Because the LinkedIn landscape has changed. With all this AI, ChatGPT content that's being pumped out, the way buyers are interacting to content now is completely different. And here's the best part. This next 12 to 24 months is going to change everything. If you dial in your content, you start producing the right kind of content right now, from this point onwards, buyers will come to you with ease, frictionless. If you don't do it, you're going to be climbing up a mountain that is not very rewarding. So that's the entire point of this video. I'm going to teach you the 5 types of content that are actually generating cash, not only for me, for my clients, and for you too, right? If you are a coach, consultant, selling any type of high ticket service, this is going to help you, and this is going to give you the types of content you should be publishing to get people paying you and paying you quickly. So let's dive in quickly into all of this. So post number 1 is called the buyer story post, right? The goal is to get people to believe in you. They need to actually understand you as a person and like you. So I'll show you exactly what I mean first by an example. So first you click on this. Well, I click on this and let's go through it. This is a post I made very recently. I said here, my advice to the coach chasing their first 20K month, the freedom will be worth it. This weekend, I didn't open my laptop once. I didn't obsess over revenues. I didn't think about systems. All I did was spend time with my 11-week-old nephew. I bought him clothes from the mall. I went for a walk with him, watched him laugh while I made funny faces. This is exactly why I started my coaching business, to be able to say at 1 p.m. on a Friday, I'm done for the day. Let's go make memories. That kind of flexibility you don't get with a job. You don't get that with the boss. You get that by building something real. Your own offer, your own income, your own rules. That's why I want every coach I work with. That's what I want for every coach I work with. The ability to walk away from your laptop and into moments like this without guilt. And then this is obviously a photo here with my beautiful nephew, Cyrus. And the post did quite well. Over 66 people liked it. You can see almost over 2,000 impressions, lots of engagement. Why am I creating this post, right? This post has absolutely nothing to do with my offer, right? It's because I'm getting people to believe in my lifestyle. Who am I? Who is this guy, Saarim, right? What does he do on a day-to-day basis, right? You want to pull people into your world. Obviously, share what you're comfortable sharing, but very important. And here's the thing, don't just share random stories that have no context to your offer. This post actually has a lot of context to my offer. Why? Because I'm talking about freedom, right? First thing I said, first line in this post, my advice to the coach chasing their first 20K month. Open it up with a hook. Get these people engaging with you. I'm telling you, this is step 1 in this entire equation. I even have it all laid out for you. Step 1 is hook that creates tension or uncertainty, right? Did I do that? Let's take a look. My advice to the coach chasing their first 20K month. That immediately creates uncertainty. It's like, what advice? What are you talking about right now? Right? Then the freedom will be worth it. That's even part of the hook. Then I jump into the story. Same idea for you. Open the loop, right? The turning point. Show the outcome, right? Reflect it back to your reader. I followed all of this. And I say soft call to action, optional. In this post, I intentionally did not want to do any call to action, like, download my free training or, book a call with me. Why? Because it doesn't align with this post in specific, right? My goal with this post, like I said, was to get my buyers to believe in me, right? To see like, wow, this guy Saarim, he has an interesting life. He has a new nephew that he's investing himself into. Okay, cool. He travels the world. He does this, he does that. That is the goal of this post. Why? I'm trying to make myself a figure that people can connect with. Very important. Next thing, I call this post number 2, touch their soul post, right? The goal is with these kind of posts, you need to speak directly to the insecurities and desires of your ideal client. What do I mean by that? Look, the people don't buy coaching programs because they think they need, a coaching program. What they really are buying is the emotion. So for me, for example, what do I sell? When I teach people how to make 6 figures on LinkedIn, hit those 10, 20, 30, 40K months with their business, sure, money's part of it, but what I'm really selling is freedom. That is the emotion that people are buying from me. When I get on sales calls, when I talk to people, they want freedom, right? And that is what I speak to in my content, and you got to do the same, right? I have a client, Roxanne. She's a heart coach. She helps men 60 plus improve their heart health. But what she's really selling is longevity, right? Same idea here. So come take a look at this as the example. I want you to see how I touch their souls, right? This is actually a video post. So hold on. Let me set this up for you. All right, here we go. Watch this.
The dream is not a Ferrari. The dream is not buying materialistic things. The real dream is being able to take care of your family. The real dream is being able to travel whenever you want. I could right now book a flight to Tokyo, Japan, go there for 2 days because I wanted to try some special sushi restaurant. Nothing to stop me. But the reason I can do this is because I sacrificed. I invested in a business coach on a line of credit because I had no money. I spent weeks, years, months just studying and studying and studying. I gave up relationships because I was so focused on this. And here's the best part. You don't even need to do any of that. Right now, all the information is available to you. You could literally, right now, 90 days from now, have a completely different life. You could have a business generating 6 figures. You could have time freedom, location freedom, financial freedom, all of that, but you need to lock in. Look, no one is going to tell it to you this straight. If you can commit for 90 days, invest in a coach, buy a course, do something where you can gather that information and just say, I'm going to commit to this for 90 days uninterrupted, your entire world will change. I am telling you from my own experience, my client's experience, you can be the same, but just lock in and commit for the next 90 days and start now.
What did I do there? I spoke to their desires. I spoke to their insecurities. I literally, the first words out of my mouth were, freedom isn't money. Freedom is being able to spend time with your family. Freedom is being able to do this, right? I'm getting these people to buy in and be like, wow, listen, he understands me. You want to know your buyers' insecurities and desires so much so that they literally feel like you are saying the words that are already in their head, right? That's the kind of content. And you can do it via written form or video. Either one works. I just wanted to show you an example of video. So what did I do? Formula: have a strong emotional hook, bring insights and relevance, speak to a better future, and then if you want a call to action, go ahead. Recently, I've been calming down with my call to actions. As you can see, I believe that post was very...
The dream is not...
Whoops, that post, yeah, only a day ago. Why am I not doing as many call to actions right now? Just because I go in waves, cycles, right? So some weeks I'll go all call to actions, and then the next week I'll pull back and do no call to actions to continue to nurture my audience, right? That's the way I like to do it. Everyone's a little bit different, but that works really well for me. Now, third post here is you got to show the lifestyle. Who are you? How do you live? Right now, this is not about flexing Lamborghinis and stuff. I mean, if that's you, do you. But my whole point is to be authentic, right? So let's dive right into an example. This one right here. So I'll read this post to you first. See the photo. This is me in Venezuela. Had a great time, by the way. So line here, first line, I made a last minute decision to fly to Venezuela this weekend. Day 1, I got food poisoning. Don't eat arepas from the street. Day 2, visited the biggest barrio in the country. Met the massive Arab community living in Caracas. That was a big surprise for me. Day 3, hit the beach, explore the city. Just as I suspected, Venezuela is extremely misunderstood. Before arriving, everyone told me it was too dangerous to visit. My takeaway, beautiful country, welcoming people, huge cultural diversity. Most people live their whole lives inside the lines, following the script. This trip was another reminder, think for yourself, live for yourself. And then this was me in the barrios with these cool kids I met, took a photo together, speaks to their souls. What am I doing here? I'm showing people, wow, this guy Saarim, he's interesting. He travels the world. He goes to these unexplored places. I don't know, how many people do you know who have traveled to Venezuela that are not Venezuelan, right? That's what I'm trying to show. Well, that's part of my lifestyle, and that's authentically me. Maybe you don't travel, but what is it that you do? Do you like coffee shops? Okay, share it. Well, if you're an artisanal coffee drinker, introduce that. You have to build an emotional connection where people look at you, either they find commonalities or at least they find you interesting, right? That creates this holistic experience behind it. Now, let's move on to the next post here. Post number 4, the proof with perspective post. So what is this? It is the idea that you can actually show real results of your clients, show real results of yourself. Now, if in the other 3 posts I was showing you, it was more about getting them to connect with you. So getting them to connect with you, your lifestyle, your stories, you understanding their insecurities, their desires, all of that very, very important, right? Now in this post 4, this is actually getting them to understand that you can actually get them a result, right? And actually get them a result. So I'll show you exactly what I mean here. Okay, so this is actually an email I sent, but could easily be a LinkedIn post. And I sent this email and I said, hey, first name, in this case I was sending it to myself, hey Saarim, meet Roxanne, the heart coach. Roxanne specializes in helping men over 60 plus take care of their heart health so they can live a long, vibrant, and prosperous life. Today she messaged me this. Hey, Saarim and Juanita, thanks for the awesome call today, Juanita. Also wanted to let you guys know that I closed a client on a sales call this afternoon, $12K paid in full, $12,000 paid in full. So far, the trend is the calls who have watched my videos are pretty much sold. Thanks for all your help, Roxanne. Right? Paid in full, 12 grand. I followed the system. It actually worked. Just a few months ago, she was starting this business from the ground up. Now she's charging 12K confidently, getting paid before even the first session begins. Why? Because we built a buyer attracting system for her on LinkedIn. Her offer is positioned for high trust. Her content connects emotionally with her market. Her LinkedIn inbox leads to book calls that convert into paying clients. I only tell you this as a reminder that you can do the same. The only difference between you and Roxanne, she took the leap. If you're ready to take control of your business and start doing things right, book a call with me here. Bang. Got them on a call. That was the whole call to action. So going back to the formula, what I was talking about here, right? I am showing proof. I'm showing proof of results, right? Proof of client results. Now, if you don't have a lot of client results, that's cool. Show proof in your own results. Show proof from lessons you've learned in the past, but get people to fundamentally believe that you possess results that can get them to where they want to go, right? It can be direct results, just like I'm showing with Roxanne making 12 grand in a single sale. It can be indirect results. Doesn't matter, but follow it. So in formula, show an immediate win, right? Explain the before, show what changed, your process, and then end with what this proves. What do I mean by what this proves? What's the point of this? What is this point? The point of this is that Roxanne, who was starting from the ground zero, was able to sell a $12,000 coaching package. If she can do it, you can do it too, right? She was starting from ground zero. You can do it. So that was the whole point of a proof of perspective post. Extremely powerful, extremely potent if you do it right. Now, last one here. This is a big moneymaker for us. It's called the belief shift carousel. So you've seen carousel posts, right? So let's go right into it. The idea behind this is that you want to break a belief, take a common belief and change it. So what is this? Look at the first line, first thing in my carousel here. AI isn't replacing LinkedIn creators, it's exposing them. Whoa, what does that mean? Where's he going with all this, right? Let's keep going. Most of your competitors are fumbling AI right now. Robotic content, fading authority, buyers disappearing. Very true. The truth is, AI is not the problem. It's how you use it. Done wrong, and you're going to sound like everyone else. You'll lose trust. You'll get ignored, okay? When you set up AI properly on LinkedIn, your content can feel effortless. You stay visible even when you're offline. Your personality builds trust. Buyers feel connected to you, and they buy. AI isn't just a shortcut. It's your content assistant, but only if you know how to use it properly, right? This Thursday, I'm going to be hosting, basically it was a call to action for a webinar, right? That I ran, teaching people how to use ChatGPT to help you with your content, right? What did I do here? I said, like this post and I'll send you the details. I had 17 people, actually 18 people like this post. So I was able to invite 18 people to my webinar from this single post. And just to give you a quick run through of the numbers, let's say I invite 18 people. Of the 18 people that I invited, let's say half of them show up, 9 of them show up. Of the 9 that show up, I usually have a 10% conversion rate, meaning I booked a call out of this or I converted into a paying client from a single post. That is a high conversion rate. So I'm telling you right now, these are the kinds of content you need to be posting. Forget about these value posts of like 5 tips to do this or all that stuff. It's in the past, doesn't work anymore. Just think about it like this in a really simple way. If ChatGPT can recreate your content, then it's probably not good enough anymore for LinkedIn. Everything I was showing you is unrecreatable by ChatGPT. Your stories, your experiences, your lessons, right? ChatGPT can't figure that stuff out, right? Create your content like that. Make sure you have a decent amount of call to actions and you'll win. Now look, obviously content is one part of the equation. You got to make sure you have all of this stuff dialed in. You got to make sure you have the right people even looking at you in the first place. You got to make sure your offer is set up. You got to make sure you're actually converting them. You got to even make sure that this content that I'm showing you, you got to refine it. You got to make sure it's all set up. So for that reason, look, right now, I'm telling you, is the prime time to get going with your business. Literally prime time. Summertime, we're entering into the month of August right now. You can actually take this next 30 days, build your business up so September comes and you're actually hitting those big months, those big 20, 30K months, right? And I can get you there. I have literally rebuilt my entire coaching program from the ground up. I'll even show you right now. Look at this. This is one part of my new coaching program, brand new course, everything set up for 2025. You can see it right here, right? how to successfully do this program in 2025, mastering the foundations of client acquisition, setting up your ChatGPT sales assistant, content assistant, DM assistant, literally having these things do the work for you, right? Building out your offer, understanding your daily income producing activities. Like this program that I have now set up is going to make millionaires. Like I am so confident. We already have. You just saw Roxanne, 12K client, right? She followed what I'm teaching in this program right now. So anyways, look, my point is this. This is the time to take action. This is the time to take a leap. You have no better time right now to do it than right now. So what I'm doing is I'm offering 2 one-on-one calls with me right now, meaning 2 spots available. Now, all you need to do is book the call, right? So I'm going to put a button up here. It says schedule your one-on-one call with Saarim. Click on that button, the big green button right above me. Book the call, right? I will help you. I will get your business to where you want to go. But you need to take action and you need to be willing to learn and execute. So if jumping into a coaching program, doing this stuff, being able to execute and really getting to those 20, 30K per month is something you're serious about, book that call. We'll get you there. Either way, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.